Do you ever have a tough time asking someone for help? Have you ever wanted to do something but didn't because you were worried about what others might think? Maybe you were concerned that you might make a mistake and look bad. If you answered yes to any of these questions, you're not alone. No one wants to feel vulnerable. No one wants to put themselves out there and be open to criticism, rejection, and even failure. The problem with vulnerability is that it often prevents us from taking any action in life. People who have achieved extraordinary things in their lives are able to put their vulnerability aside. They're able to act even in the face of uncertainty, even when they risk failure. Here are a few of those people.
Dismissed from drama school with a note that read, "Wasting her time. She's too shy to put her best foot forward." Turned down by the Decca recording company who said, "We don't like their sound and guitar music is on the way out." A failed soldier, farmer, and real estate agent. At 38 years old, he went to work for his father as a handyman. Cut from the high school basketball team, he went home, locked himself in his room, and cried. A teacher told him he was too stupid to learn anything, and he should go into a field where he might succeed by virtue of his pleasant personality. Fired from a newspaper because he lacked imagination and had no original ideas. His fiancée died, he failed in business twice, he had a nervous breakdown, and he was defeated in 8 elections. If you've never failed, you've never lived.
So, what do all of these people have in common? For starters, they all felt vulnerable. Who wouldn't? But they took action anyway. Even when they were rejected, when they failed, they persisted and eventually succeeded. That's something to learn. It's easy to understand why many of us don't take that step. We hear sayings like, "Don't make the same mistake twice," and we get conditioned to believe that mistakes themselves are bad for us. But mistakes are an important part of success. You need to give yourself permission to take chances. Give yourself permission to put yourself out there and risk failure. These are just forms of allowing yourself to be vulnerable. The sad thing is that many people come to a crossroad, and when they feel they're most vulnerable, when they can see success, they often turn around. They don't push forward for fear of failure. But that may be the crossroad where the road to the future and success lies. It's where the greatest things in life begin. So the next time you get that sinking feeling, when you feel a little uncomfortable and you're not sure if you should take that next step or put yourself out there, just remember that you might be at a crossroad, and it's an opportunity for you to lean into it and be vulnerable. Being vulnerable means taking a chance that you might get your feelings hurt, you might get your pride wounded, or people might laugh at you. When you let yourself be vulnerable, you just might discover that vulnerability and courage to risk failure are the first steps in leading an extraordinary life.